Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Varun Sudhakar. I am at Nature's Basket in Worli. So today we are going to do some special drinks for you because it is Holi. A little bit more about me. I am the founder of Bar Bundle, which is basically into beverages, doing cocktails, doing events. Today we are going to do this wonderful collaboration with Nature's Basket. So let me start with the drink. There are a few drinks we have planned for the day. So the first drink that I'm going to make is an alcoholic one. So everybody's at home, relax and see how it is made. It's not too technically difficult. So let me start with the drink. So basically a spritzer, a wine spritzer. So what I'm going to do is, this is a 3-piece shaker. This is what we call in our world. So I'm going to use some blueberries. So it's around 3 to 4 blueberries. And if you see all the ingredients that are sitting over here, I just walked into this outlet, picked up all of those, arranged it. Only the equipment is what I bought here, okay? So everything is from this store. So some blueberries, I've already cut some strawberries so that I can get some more time to make drinks. So there are around 2 strawberries and 4 blueberries which has already gone inside the 3-piece shaker. The next process that we are going to do is called muddling. It's basically to extract the flavors and the juices which are there inside. In case if you don't have it at your home, you know the balin, the one that you use to make chapatis and things like that. So you can use that also with a tin to do this process. Yeah, we're just slowly muddling it so that it is just bruised and the juices are out. So once you are done with this, you'll get a nice slush consistency inside the shaker. So now 2 fruits are in. I'm going to add a little bit of herb into it. So basically I'm going to use like this much of rosemary. You take it, you're not going to muddle it, tap it. It is just that the essential oils which are there in this rosemary has to come out. Nothing more than this, okay? Just drop that inside this. Now what you need is a little bit of body, basically to bring a little more juices in. This is a cranberry juice, again picked up from Nature's Basket, around 20 mls. In case if you don't have this fancy equipment at home, this one, the measuring cups at your home is good enough to do all of these. Then this is some flower honey, is sitting right over here. It is the Wild High Meadow flower honey. So basically what I did was I took half of it, mixed it with half of warm water. Basically when you do 1:1, we call it a honey water. If you want to make it more sweeter, you add 2 parts of honey, 1 part of warm water. It is called honey syrup. Okay, these are terms that we use it at the bar. So I'm going to use around 15 ml of it. This is freshly made. Now whenever you make a drink, you need a little acidity in the drink. So these are some Indian lime, our nimbus. So I just squeezed it a little 5 minutes back. Going to use around 10 ml. That is good enough. Always start with lesser amount. In case if the drink is not tasting good after you put everything together, you can still adjust the drink. That is the reason why we use very less amount of sweetener or the citrus agent. So these ingredients are inside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fill up this glass. This is a wine glass. You can get it anywhere in the market. Always use a lot of ice because this is summer. You need to have a lot of ice. It just hydrates you. Okay, be happy to use ice. Okay, don't worry. So after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up this also with a little more ice, because for any drink that is shaken, you need a lot of ice that needs to go inside. Okay. If you have any questions, please put down in the comment. Somebody can read it out to me. I can answer the questions. So I'm right here. So the next process is called cocktail shaking. It's a very nice and beautiful thing to do. Sometimes this pops, but don't worry, you can still make the drink. Okay. Yeah. So I have already a strainer which is attached over here. So I'm using a tea strainer. The the ones that you use at your home. That is good enough. Pour it down. There won't be enough of liquid because if you had seen, the strawberry and the blueberry are really thick fruit. So you have to do it for a while so that a little bit of good flavors comes out. Now the thing is, I have enough of sediment sitting here. Take a small teaspoon. Do this. Go back to your shaker. Do this. Because all this sediment sits on top. That will go down and there will be a little more of, see? This is what you want. This much. Because there are more ingredients which are going inside this. Right? Always empty the shaker. Wash it. And bring it back. Okay? So it is also a nice color. So the next is, when you say a spritzer, there are two ingredients basically. It is a soda. Here what I'm going to use is I'm going to use Perrier. Again picked up from the store. I use Perrier because it is not artificially carbonated, right? It got a little bit more natural minerals, which actually help to enhance the flavor of this particular drink. So this is a wine I picked up from here. It is a Pinot Grigio. It's a fresh bottle. So here again, it is up to you how much you want to use, like how much wine, how much alcohol you want to consume. So I usually consume around 90 ml in these drinks. So I'm going to use that only. That is 60. And another 30. Okay. So that is a Pinot Grigio. In fact, you know, Nature's Basket got this collection of international wines and beers. So I thought I'll pick up an Italian one. So this is an Italian Pinot Grigio. And the next thing is Perrier. So again, if you don't want too much of alcohol, you can add more of Perrier. But I stick to this proportion of putting 60 ml of it. That is good enough for me to bring the flavors up. So now your drink is almost ready. Only thing you have to do is, sorry for that, mix it slightly so that the aeration and the ingredients mix together. So whenever, even at home, when you do a drink, what you have to do is make it look nice and beautiful. So what I did was I sliced some strawberries. I'm just going to put it on top. I'm going to mix it again. And apart from that, a slice of orange. Orange might not have to do anything with this drink, but you can still use contrasting colors and beautiful ingredients to garnish your drink. So this is your wine spritzer. Okay. Cheers. So that was quick, right? That was easy to make. We don't have to do a lot of ingredient hunting. So you can get these ingredients at Nature's Basket. So come down, pick up these ingredients, make these wonderful cocktails at your home. Okay. So this is done. Now let me go to the next drink, which is basically a beer-based drink. A beer is something that I might not always mix with something else, because I like the beer the way it is. It needs to have a little head to drink it or to enjoy the particular flavors of a beer. But at times when you're sitting at home, you are bored, experiment on all these flavors. You know, don't overdo it, but still you can mix something really wonderful. Okay. So let me go to, so I'm going to use very few ingredients in this, because like I said, beer is a very delicate flavor. You need to have a little bit of crispiness. You need to have the bitterness of beer to be sustained. You need to have the head of the beer that has to be on top of the drink. So in this drink, I'm not going to use ice directly into the glass. I'm just going to use chilled ingredients. Okay. So the first ingredient I'm going to use is a herb. Again from Nature's Basket. Tap it. It's a sage. So I'm going to use sage. I just want to break it. Drop it over here. That is good enough. Going to use this raw pressery Valencia orange juice. Pretty good. Just shake it before you use it. This has been kept in the refrigerator, so that's why I'm not going to use any ice or anything more into it. So Again, going back, I'm going to use 60 ml of orange juice. Okay, not more than that. 60 ml of nice orange juice. Now we have two ingredients, orange. The second one is sage. Now it needs a little bit of sweetener, like I said, but not too much. I will use around 10 ml. That is good enough for me. So it's 10 ml of the honey water that I have made. I'm going to use that again. Little acidity, again around 10 ml. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently press it again so that the sage extracts a little more bitterness into this solution. Now the nice part, using the booze, right? So this is a wheat beer that I have chosen. I'm taking a little bit of beer first, okay? I'm going to pour it into this so that I need to incorporate the beer and this ingredient together first, okay? So I'm using around 60 ml. Try to measure all your ingredients, because next time when you go for a house party, you can like, okay, I know the drink, I can make 10 of those if you measure it, okay? Gently mix it. So it will be nice and frothy inside, in case if you want to see, because the beer already have a lot of bubble sitting inside. So once you if you directly pour this into a beer, you can't get this incorporation properly. That is the reason I'm using a little bit of beer first, so that it goes inside. Okay, now it's time for the beer glass to come in. So it's a beer glass. I'm going to use this nice strainer. This is called a Hawthorne strainer. You can, nowadays all these fancy equipments are available in Bombay market, so don't worry. In case if you want to know where to buy this, put a comment, I'll let you know personally. So just dropping this whole concussion into this beer glass. Why I'm using a strainer is this orange juice will have a little bit of segment sitting inside. So I'm not going to, I have to strain it so that the entire thing is nice and clear to mix. One goes there. Yeah. Now slowly take the beer. This time I'm not going to measure it, because I know I'm going to pour somewhere around here with the head. So slowly mix this. Okay. Just mix it, mix it, mix it, and give a little head. Yeah, see, nice, beautiful. Little more. Yes, it's right there. This is exactly what I wanted. Thankfully it didn't spill. So this is not yet done. This is now nice orangey wheat beer based drink with a little bit of sage inside. Now I picked up a Italian lemon from Nature's Basket. What I'm going to use is, I'm just going to use the zest, okay, zest to give a little more citric aroma on top of it. So this is called a microplate. You can get it again in any of the shops. Just slightly do that, and that is good enough. And this is your beer based cocktail. In case if you fancy, I will still say if you don't want to do it, please don't, but still try to on a Sunday, maybe you are doing a brunch, you are meeting a couple of friends at home, this is something that you can go for. That is your second drink. Yeah. So is there any questions or something that somebody is asking I can answer? We are taking a little break. So any questions yet? Is there anything that anybody?
So there's a question, is there a drink which is suitable for skin or good for skin?
I would say do a non-alcoholic drink. Don't mix alcohol into it first of all. Do a non-alcoholic drink which is more on greens. Maybe you can pick up a lean from Nature's Basket. That is a good option that I would say. Apart from that, grapes. There's a drink that I'm going to make next. That is something that it is good for health. I am saying health because most of the ingredients are very natural or selected in a way that nothing artificial goes inside. So you can try that. I'm just going to make that drink, which is okay. Again, a muddled drink. So these are some Californian grapes. Okay, this is full of juice. It's on a sweeter side. So I'm going to use this Californian grapes. Just going to cut it a little bit. So it's around good amount of Californian white grapes which is going inside. I'm just going to slightly muddle it because there are a lot of water content inside. There's a lot of juice sitting inside that is good. So I'm just going to muddle it and get it out. So that is one grape. Now the second one. So these are some green grapes, basically your table grapes. See, these ones are more in acidity, so I don't have to use extra lime juice into it. Rather, I can directly use it. It will make the drink more crispier. So that's the reason I'm going to use 2 grapes into this. Again, muddle it. It's a little tedious work, but it is fun. So always remember, when you go to a bar at 11 o'clock in the night, don't ask for a muddled drink. Always go for a beer or a straight drink, something like that. So yeah, there's enough of juice inside. I'm just giving an extra push to this. So here again, using ginger to get a little heat into it. I'm not going to muddle. I just slice it very finely, rub it and just drop it inside. That is good enough for the heat that I'm looking for, because even a smallest slice of ginger, when you muddle it, it releases so much of heat that is actually not required for the drink. That's why I just put the juliennes into it. It's called julienne cut. So put some juliennes into it. And the next thing I'm going to use is a little bit of raw pomegranate juice. For a little color, it's Holi, right? So 30 ml. Then the next thing is honey. Sorry. The honey water that I made some time back. Again, I'm using the same thing. It's around 10 ml. The reason being, I've used Californian grapes. I've used, sorry, the second ingredient was, 1 second. I'm live, right? So the second ingredient was pomegranate. That is again raw pomegranate, cold pressed juice. I've used that. There is sugar in it. That's the reason I'm using very less of this. Okay. And again, like I said, there is enough of acidity sitting inside. Very little amount of lime just to balance it out. Now this is good to go, and I'm going to shake this. Yes. Okay. So this is a non-alcoholic drink, but it is high. So yeah. So already I had made a nice glass with a wonderful cucumber garnish. Nothing to do with the ingredient that is going inside, but yes, cucumber is available at home. Sliced it out. It's a nice wine glass. Now what I'm going to do is again the same process of straining. If you notice, I had not used much of ice into it, because these type of drinks, what we call it is it's a 3-sip drink, usually applied for an alcoholic drink, but you can also apply it for a non-alcoholic drink which is not with a lot of ice inside. Okay. This term is usually used for making a martini. You make a nice chill martini, after that 3 sips is down. The same concept. Now on top of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of, see again this is optional for you to add. If you don't want another sweetening agent going inside, I can use Perrier. If I want a little more healthy way of making it, I will use a little bit of coconut water. It's just on the top. It just came from the fridge, so I'm using directly into it and topping up with a dash of Perrier. So consider you're making this drink for kids, okay? If you're doing this drink for kids, they might not want Perrier going inside, coconut water going inside, use Sprite. So these are 3 nice drinks that you can do at home during Holi or any other occasions. Again, one more time I will explain you what are the drinks are. This is a wine spritzer. The ingredients that are used is an Italian Pinot Grigio, Perrier, blueberries, strawberries, a little bit of rosemary. So these are the ingredients that has gone inside this particular drink, served in a wine glass. This is a beer based drink. The beer that I used is wheat beer. Like I said, don't play too much with beers, but keep it very simple. So I used some Valencia orange juice, sage, honey, citrus, and it is done. Only thing that you need to remember when you make this particular drink is the concoction that you made. Take a little bit of beer, pour it inside, mix it first so that it is nicely incorporated. Pour it back to the glass, add the beer, give it a nice head. On top, garnish it with a little bit of zest of lemon or orange, so it is more refreshing. Third drink, like I said, you can do 3 variants. Like if you are health conscious, go with coconut water and Perrier. If it's for your kids, use some Sprite into it. So this drink was basically grapes from pomegranate, a little bit of ginger, and shaken well and dropped into this glass with a nice cucumber garnish. Is there any other questions that you would like to ask or something that you want to know more? Let me know. I got around 1 minute to give you all the answers. So, if there is no other questions or something, then I can go quickly make a la minute drink. So this is something that I'm just making a la minute. So there's a cucumber slice in a glass. Okay. So this is like a little on a healthier side. We call it highballs. This style of drinks, if you mix it with alcohol, we call it a highball. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly mix some coconut water. It's around 60 ml of coconut water. I have this Happy Booch kombucha, which is actually a basil lime variation, which I'm going to use in this. Kombucha is good for your stomach. They got some good bacteria that are good for your stomach. So around 90 ml of kombucha. Always know that kombucha will have a little sourness into it, so I'm not going to use any citrus into it. Honey water again to add on to a little sweetness. These are those quick fizz that you can make at home. In case, just in case, if you want to make it alcoholic, add 30 ml of gin into it, so it becomes a nice highball. Okay, so just mix it all together, pouring it in the top. All highball needs a little bit of fizz, so 60 ml of Perrier, nice and cool. It's very good for your summer. In fact, it is good for all the afternoons, not only for summer season. Sit down at the beach, relax, it's that sort of drink. So that is a highball. Again, if you want to turn this drink into an alcoholic drink, use a little bit of gin, because gin can go very well with this type of drinks. Okay, so these are 4 nice drinks for your Holi. Maybe I think it is on a different color scheme. Orange, it was a little more, now it was diluted a little bit. It is on a purple color, and there is something that is like a cool cucumber color. I don't know what the color is. Thank you guys, and please, any questions, please follow us on, drop a message, okay, in our chat box, or else if you're doing some drinks.
There's a question. Can you repeat the name of kombucha?
It is Happy Booch. One second, I will just show you the bottle. This one is Happy Booch kombucha. They have different flavors. With the one I picked up is basil lime. Okay. Again, I didn't bring any ingredients all from here. Okay. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is @Varun Sudhakar. Any question you can direct to me also. And whenever you are making any of these cocktails, put a hashtag, have healthy Holi, and tag us. Okay. Thank you so much. Cheers. Man, that was